What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. This time I got another one from Lifetime, of course, and this one is called Prescription for Danger. So this follows a woman named Ivy who's got a lot going for her. She's got a successful business. She's a driven, super ambitious woman. She's really smart. She's got great business sense, and she's really focused in on taking her business to the next level. She's like right on the cusp of just really exploding, her business. So she's putting everything she can into that, which means that she's under a lot of stress. She's working a lot of overtime. She's actually working through the night sometimes, so she's not sleeping. And she starts to have some adverse health effects because of that. Dizziness, headaches, fainting spells. So she initially resists going in to get checked out because she doesn't want to give up the time away from work. But she does go to see the doctor, assuming that she can just get a couple pills and it'll take care of it. However, her doctor tells her that she, in fact, has a brain tumor and that it's inoperable and she probably has about a year to live. Obviously, she's devastated, and he gives her some medication to kind of, ease the symptoms a little bit. And then he tells her, hey, I happen to know about this experimental research program, that's not approved by the FDA, so I could get in trouble for getting you the meds, but I can do it if you pay in cash and you keep it on the down low. Just kind of keep everything we do secret, which should have been a huge red flag, but anyway. So she agrees, and pretty soon, she goes in to get more testing done, and he's like, hey, your tumor is shrinking, everything's going well. She's curious about why he would do this, and he tells her a story about how his wife died from a similar diagnosis, and this is his chance to kind of make things right. And the movie kind of follows what happens as these two their lives intertwine. As you can tell from the title, Prescription for Danger, things do not go, very well for Ivy in this one. I actually really like this one. I think it's kind of an interesting dynamic for a Lifetime movie, because normally you have the ones that are either super melodramatic and over the top, and then you also have the ones that are more like grounded and sincere and kind of classy. This one is neither of those, and it's really not in the middle either. This is a really serious, but it's also really intense thriller. It's like much more of a traditional thriller than what you would assume is like a Lifetime movie. It doesn't really go over the top, but it's also not as reserved as some of the classier ones are. One thing I really like about this is the bad guy. He's played by Sean Benson. He could have easily taken this way over the top, but he keeps it reeled in and it works really well. His creepiness factor is just through the roof, but it's also easy to see how he could just be confused as like a, kind of misunderstood nice guy. So he plays the role really well. The lady who plays Ivy is also really good in this. I didn't have any problems with her performance. And she's kind of plays it kind of like right on the verge of being unhinged, which is kind of interesting for being like the protagonist. But I understand why, because she's under so much stress from work, and she's all these health problems. She's got this new man in her life, and so I can understand why she's kind of always on the brink of a nervous breakdown, it would seem like. So it's kind of hard to scale where this would fall with a lot of people, because I honestly think it pretty much would appeal to anybody who likes Lifetime movies, because even though it's not super melodramatic, and it's also not one of the more like sweeter, more classier Lifetime movies, it hits all the notes that you would want from a movie like this. I feel like the pacing works really well. It does take a while to get going, but that exposition at the beginning, it makes sense, and it pays off later on in the movie. And once things really start to pop off, it gets pretty wild. And again, it never really gets to that over the top point, especially because just the bad guy it really turns in a good performance. One of the better Lifetime villain roles as far as guys go. He's not on the same level as some of the crazy female leads, but he does a pretty good job. So I like this one. It's just kind of a traditional, intense, kind of unsettling thriller. It's definitely kind of a rarity on Lifetime because it doesn't fall into the usual things. But it does have the ingredients, though, you would want from a Lifetime movie. So if you have any interest in Lifetime movies, I would definitely recommend Prescription for Danger. I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was well executed and really tense and had some good performances in it. If you want to read my full if you want to read my full write-up of Prescription for Danger, you can check that out at markfusion.com. I've also got tons and tons of other Lifetime movie reviews up there as well as just well over 1,000 movie reviews in general. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch if you want to see what I'm doing there. You can go to Letterboxd and follow me at Mark Fusion if you want to see what I've been watching. my diary it there. You can get an idea of what might be coming up here on the site soon. But the best way you can help me out, just hit that sub button. It's free, easy, direct way to support me, help me to keep making these videos, watching all these crazy Lifetime movies and talking to you guys about them. And also watching old videos is a massive help. It really, really is. And if you're a big Lifetime fan, there's a lot of Lifetime movie reviews in my playlist, as well as all kinds of other movies. So thank you so much for watching this video. I do greatly appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon.